Friends, today we're diving into one of the most life-changing books ever written, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Before you underestimate it, let me tell you, this book has transformed millions of lives around the world. People who were stuck, broke, lost, confused, suddenly discovered a completely new direction, and the biggest twist, the power that changed their life was already inside them. They just didn't know how to use it. The Secret reveals one simple truth. You attract what you think about. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your mind is a magnet, pulling toward you everything you focus on, whether it's success, love, health, money. Your thoughts are constantly creating your future. But here's the catch. Most people use this power against themselves without even realizing it. They think about fear, so they attract more fear. They think about problems, so life gives them more problems. They think about not having enough, so they attract even more scarcity. This book flips the script. It teaches you how to consciously control your thoughts, so you can consciously design your life. And trust me, once you understand this, you'll never look at your life the same way again, because the moment you change your thoughts, your whole world begins to change with them. The Secret, Part 2. Imagine this. You wake up one morning feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and surrounded by problems. Bills are pending, work feels heavy, life seems stuck. But the Secret says something powerful. Everything happening in your life right now is a reflection of the energy you've been sending out. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And to illustrate this, the book gives a simple but mind-blowing example. Story: The man who attracted his own reality. There was a man who always believed that his life was unfair. He kept repeating, "Nothing good ever happens to me. People don't understand me. I never get what I deserve." Every single day, these thoughts were playing like a broken soundtrack inside his mind. And guess what? Life kept giving him exactly what he believed. More failures, more misunderstandings, more disappointments. Why? Because his thoughts were like a radio signal, constantly broadcasting negativity, and the universe was simply responding back with the same frequency. Just like a magnet doesn't choose what to attract, your mind doesn't choose either. What you feel deeply, you attract automatically. The turning point. One day he learns about the secret, and for the first time he realizes it wasn't the world that was against him, it was his own thoughts. So he makes one small change. Instead of saying, "Nothing good happens to me," he starts saying, "Something amazing is coming. I can feel it." Instead of repeating, "I'm unlucky," he starts claiming, "I am attracting opportunities." At first, nothing changed outside, but something changed inside. And that's where the real transformation begins. Slowly, new people entered his life, fresh opportunities appeared, and problems started melting away. Not because magic happened, but because his frequency changed. Lesson from Part 2, your thoughts plus emotions create a vibration. That vibration attracts experiences. Think negative, attract negative. Think positive, attract positive. Feel grateful, attract abundance. This is the core foundation of The Secret. And once you master this, you stop being a victim of life and become a creator of life. The Secret, Part 3. Imagine for a moment, you're holding a remote control. This remote has only one power. It can change the channel of your life. If you don't like what you're experiencing right now, you can simply switch the frequency. That's exactly how your mind works. And this part of The Secret reveals a shocking truth. Your thoughts are the first creation, your reality is the second. Before anything appears in your life, you create it internally through imagination, visualization, and belief. To make this idea unforgettable, let's dive into a story. Story: The woman who rewrote her reality. There was a woman named Emily. On the outside, she looked fine, but inside she carried years of hurt, fear, and insecurity. She always said things like, "I'm not good enough. People always leave me. I don't deserve anything special." What she didn't know was that each sentence was like a command to the universe, a command that kept shaping her reality. Her relationships failed, her dreams faded, her confidence shattered. Not because she was incapable, but because she was unknowingly broadcasting the wrong frequency. One day, everything changed. Emily attended a seminar where the speaker said, "You can't attract what you don't believe you deserve." That line hit her like lightning. For the first time, she realized she wasn't attracting pain. She was expecting pain. She wasn't attracting failure. She was fearing failure. So she began a simple daily ritual. Every morning, she stood in front of the mirror and said, "I am worthy. I am loved. I am attracting joy. I am becoming the best version of myself." At first, it felt fake, unreal, awkward, but she continued because she knew her old thoughts had created her old life. To create a new life, she needed new thoughts, the transformation within weeks. She felt lighter. Her smile returned. She started meeting new people. She got a better job opportunity. She finally felt powerful after years, not because magic happened outside, but because a miracle happened inside. Emily didn't change the world. She changed herself, and the world adjusted accordingly. Lesson: you don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe. Your beliefs are the blueprint. Your life is the construction. Change the blueprint, and the entire building changes. The Secret, Part 4, the moment the secret reveals itself. Before you learn how to use the secret, you need to understand something far more important. You are always using it, whether you know it or not. Your thoughts are constantly working behind the scenes, shaping your experiences like an invisible architect. But here's the twist. Most people live their entire life on default mode, not design mode. Let me show you this through a powerful story. Story. The man who accidentally created his future. There was a man named Daniel. For years, Daniel believed one thing: my life is out of control. He said it so often that it became his identity. Every setback felt bigger. Every challenge felt heavier. Every failure felt permanent. He wasn't cursed. He was simply creating his life unconsciously. One stormy night, Daniel's car broke down on a highway. Rain pouring, phone dead, all alone. Frustrated, he shouted, "Why does this always happen to me?" And that's when something unexpected happened. An old man, completely soaked, approached and said, "Son, nothing always happens to you. You happen to it. Your thoughts shape the road long before your car ever drives on it." Daniel was stunned, while the old man continued, "Every time you say, 'I'm unlucky,' you're placing an order with the universe, and the universe always delivers." Those words cut through the darkness like lightning. For the first time, Daniel realized, maybe it wasn't the world fighting him. Maybe it was his own mindset designing his reality. The shift. The next morning, Daniel made a promise. "From today, I will think only what I want, not what I fear." Slowly, everything changed. He stopped complaining. He stopped expecting problems. He stopped talking like a victim. Instead, he began saying, "Good things are coming. Life is working for me. Every day I grow stronger." It wasn't magic, it was alignment. His energy shifted, his frequency changed, and life responded. Within months, he got a promotion, his relationships improved, opportunities appeared unexpectedly, confidence replaced confusion, and it all started the night he realized, the secret isn't something you learn, it's something you're already using. You just have to use it consciously. Lesson: you are the creator. Your thoughts are the tools. Your life is the masterpiece. Whether it becomes a mess or a miracle depends on what you think, feel, and believe. The Secret, Part 5, The Secret's Core. Ask, believe, receive. This chapter reveals the engine behind the secret, the three-step formula that silently shapes every success story in the world. 1. Ask. 2. Believe. 3. Receive. But most people struggle not because they don't deserve, but because they don't understand how this process truly works. To make it unforgettable, let me tell you a story. A real, emotional, life-changing one. Story: the girl who asked for the impossible. There was a girl named Mia. She grew up in a small town, in a tiny house with big dreams. Her dream? To become a fashion designer in New York City. To her family and neighbors, this dream sounded insane. They would say, "Girls like us don't go that far. Dreams are good, but reality is different. Be practical." But Mia never stopped dreaming. One night she saw an interview where a designer said, "Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions." That line ignited something inside her. She grabbed a notebook and wrote in bold letters, "I will become a fashion designer in New York." That was step one. Ask. She had placed her order. Step two, believe. This is where most people fail. They ask, but they don't truly believe. Mia decided she wouldn't be one of those people, so she started living as if her dream was already on its way. She woke up every day and imagined walking into a design studio, creating her own brand, seeing her name on fashion magazines. She visualized it so clearly that her body reacted with excitement every single morning. Even when reality didn't match her dreams, she held the belief. Even when money was tight, she held the belief. Even when people mocked her, she held the belief. Because she knew, if you don't believe it inside, you will never receive it outside. Step 3. Receive. One afternoon, Mia entered a local design contest. Hundreds participated. She had no expensive materials, no big background, no special training, just belief. Weeks later, she received an email. "Congratulations, you are one of the top finalists." Her hands shook, her heart raced. That one win made her work visible online. A designer from New York discovered her, invited her to intern, then offered her a job. Months later, she was standing in New York City, the place she once could only imagine. The universe delivered. Not because she was lucky, but because she asked, believed, and prepared to receive. Lesson: you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you're ready for. When your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs align, your future aligns with them. The universe responds not to your words, but to your energy. Friends, today's part ends here, but trust me, the real game is still ahead. The secret that can change the way you think, the one that can shake your entire life from within, is going to be revealed in tomorrow's final part. So do one thing. Right now, hit that subscribe button, because if you miss that last part, this whole story will remain incomplete, and the mystery that can change your life will slip right out of your hands. See you tomorrow. Get ready, because the final part is guaranteed to explode.